with coverage you can count on. Welcome to Erie News Now at 10.
Good evening, I'm Mike Ruzzi. Thanks for choosing Erie News Now at 10. A heavy-hearted remembrance taking place tonight at a local synagogue to honor victims of gun violence. It's the 10th anniversary since the Sandy Hook school shooting, where 20 first graders, 6 educators, and the mother of the shooter lost their lives. To commemorate the lives those lost and try to encourage legislation against gun violence, Ceasefire PA held a vigil in honor of gun violence victims both nationally and in this area. The Ceasefire PA manager says legislation like the red flag law and universal background checks could help save future lives.
And what many of us remember is kind of the beginning of this era of what seems like constant mass violence at our places of learning, at our houses of worship, at grocery stores and shopping malls. So we want to remember the victims of Sandy Hook. We want to commemorate them and their lives. We also want to remember the 15,000 Pennsylvanians who have died by gun violence since the Sandy Hook school shooting.
And speakers for the vigil included family members of victims of gun violence, faith leaders, educators, students, and other community members. Now to weather coverage. You can count on John Stalen's second week of December. No complaints at all here, but what's in store for the morning commute?
Yeah, things are looking much better. Not as much fog out there across the area. Might be holding on to a little bit extremely far east, maybe in parts of McKean County, but other than that, looking good for us. Lifting that fog out there, we can see downtown on the Crime Victim Center sky cam for you, and 39 degrees there, and you can see just some clouds moving on in. We're going to be dry for your Friday, except maybe late at night things could change a little bit. As you take a look right now, temperatures upper 30s, feels like 31 degrees, winds out of the northeast picking up a little bit. Cloudy skies across the area. Again, no rain or snow coming from those clouds. Going to be a colder night tonight. We've experienced upper 30s and 40s for the last couple of days. We're going to be into the upper 20s away from the lakeshore, maybe low 30s near the lakeshore. So an extra blanket on the bed, possibly 43 and 40, your high and low for today. No real snow or rain to talk about. And you can see here lots of sunshine as we go through the day, but temperatures going to stay on the chilly side. We're going to have more in your forecast. We got 2 weekends in the 10-day forecast. That coming up in just a few.
Tonight, Erie City Council met to discuss the future of city funds. And while no final decisions were made, topics included expanding the communications department, hiring a diversity coordinator, and measuring the outcomes of America Rescue Plan spending. Councilman Chuck Nelson says it's all part of a goal to push off tax hikes as far as possible.
Right now, our budget's being balanced with $5.8 million of ARPA funds and water prepayments. Next year, we will be facing in the 2024 budget a $2.2 million deficit. So any cuts we're making this year are to try to make sure that we can get a little bit closer to that mark of putting a tax hike down the road by making good cuts this year.
And City Council is expected to pass a final budget at their next meeting on December 21st, with the final budget needing to be passed at the end of the month.